I mean, I'm putting you in the same task that I am to see how how you react. Like, I mean, how would you react to this? The task is, imagine there is a person from the Derievna that moves to the city, and this person it's a comedy. He starts to live in a sportzal. The person decides to start living in a sportzal because они открыты 24 часа. И типа он купит типа абонемент, да, и там внутри спортзал, есть этот момент, когда он понимает, что но что он понимает, что он держит такая палка, he grabs like a stick in his arms, and then he remembers about the Derievna, and then he starts thinking about a way of doing спортив, типа деревная тренировка. So this is the moment when he realizes, like, oh shit, I can take my skills from my life in the Derievna and use them here, so I can become like a trainer of. He don't think like that. He's just having fun, really. But it's a turning point in the movie, and so it's the moment when he understands, like, I can do this Derievna тренировка, and so. You see, like this is like a moment of self-realization or of kind of like getting to know each other better and doing something that will open you new options in life. And it has to be happy and welcoming. And so what happens to me is, like, when I start writing a melody, I kind of, I don't know, I tend to fall in rhythmical patterns kind of that are, no, I don't know, I kind of like, let's imagine that I don't know how to do, of course I know how to do this, but let's imagine that I don't know how to do this. Like, how would you approach to this task, like to write a melody for something like this that tells me these feelings? If it's too hard for this lecture, or if we don't have time today, it's okay.
It's too hard for the lecture, but it's not too hard to think about it. Just
to think about it, like time. in a bit of a, like
I think first of all that this is about воспоминания, like memorizing. He memorizes.
Yes, he remembers.
So for example, that means that I will use sort of tremolo instruments.
Okay, I am already using a tremolo. Yes, I'm using a tremolo balalaika for sure.
Yeah. This is good for like pad feeling. It's like the memory, like circles on the lake.
Okay, and let me ask you one more question, please. Sorry that I'm kind of like directing this part of the lecture. I just have like some specific questions that I wanted to ask.
No problem, Leo. That's your time. That's your time.
Great.
I just saying that it takes time to feel, you know, to think. To
now here is one of the first questions I want to ask you. Close to where we are. When you are writing, do you imagine like the limitations? It's like I only have 4 musicians. Or you don't care and you write infinitely?
No. I'm trying to use less. Yeah.
Okay, great.
You know, I will say so. I'm putting my hand on my pulse. What I mean, I'm trying to make the more music with the less instruments. If I do that, that's okay. If I need something, I will ask myself, do I really need one more instrument? Or maybe I didn't find a good thing in this with these instruments. If I understand that I have just found a beautiful thing and now I need one more to elaborate it, that's okay. But if I'm trying to add instruments without a good theme or good harmony, also harmony,
yeah,
I will think in not about melody actually, because this is so. First, I will use tremolo domra, tremolo balalaika.
Yes.
Maybe accordion, bayan.
Bayan. I have this.
Maybe.
I'm using all these elements already.
Yeah. Maybe this thing. And I will, after that, I will try to find the beautiful harmony. Not beautiful, I mean, I will try to find the emotional.
Okay, I have, let's discuss one more thing here quickly.
And only after that, according to this harmony, I will try to find melody and make it a little bit rhythmic. No, because melody shouldn't be here like la li la. It should be like lam pa pa li lit la lut lut lo. So it should be like more rhythmical, but only after that I find the real notes from the harmony.
Sure. Okay, I know how to make this part of our conversation fast, so we can go to the main theme. I really want to continue the main theme, so that's why I'm asking you so many like point to the point questions. Can you give me?
If you want, we can discuss it more.
Okay, great.
I will try to find. Yeah.
Can you give me the capacity to share the screen? 1 second to show you something.
Yeah, sure.
I just need to be made host here. In Zoom.
Make host.
Okay. Yeah, just tell me. There. Okay. Just quickly, I just want to show you something that I have, and I want to see if you were me, how would you use this? Like, you see, I mean, because I don't know so much about music theory, and it's really funny. Like, I bought this years ago, and I never used it until like 2 weeks ago. Is when I started doing this.
Okay. Yeah.
I have this thing which is like like a chord pack. These are MIDI notes. And then it has like, imagine like all the progressions. I don't know if all of the progressions, but you see like diatonic triads. Like, so it has progressions like 1, 4.
This is a progression.
Yeah, these are the progressions to harmonize, right? Now, first question is, what keys do you think could be candidates for a song like this?
Any key, I don't
Any
know.
key.
I feel I know this thing. I mean, it's really there is some tiny difference between keys and colors, keys and emotions, but that's very, very subjective.
Okay.
You know? It's real, but it's pretty subjective. So. I think that should be not pretty complicated, like white keys. So D major, E major, something, maybe something flat, not sharp.
Okay.
But it's subjective thing.
Okay, so
but I answer you.
Yeah.
White keys and maybe flat notes, maybe but not sharp keys. But
for example,
I don't know.
Like,
maybe I will play. I will sit down, play, and find a beautiful sharp keys. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm not thinking about this when I'm writing music.
I get it. I mean, at this moment of my writing, I never wrote any songs like this until recently, and I recently started kind of like trying to write like this, just because I just wanted to try something different. Okay, so once I'm here, let's say, okay, I choose a key. Is there anything about these chord progressions that you see here that you think is useful to me? Like, I mean, in the sense like...
I think they all of them can be useful.
Okay, great.
You see what the problem is. The problem is that harmony... what the fuck? Harmony, feeling... things that we feel from harmony doesn't depends mostly on chords, actually. Change of these chords, very important, and very important the length of the chord. So for example, I see that there is always 4 chords. Maybe the third one should be doubled. This will be the different feeling when you're listening to the third chord and it sounds X2, like for example, first chord 1 bar, second chord 1 bar, third chord 2 bars. It sounds absolutely different to the feelings, So all of them you can use, but sus chords, I see the major progression 7 with the sus chord on the 4th scale degree. Maybe this one will be beautiful because sus feeling is sus feeling is about this kind of between worlds. He stays in Moscow in the gym, but his mind in the village. So maybe this is kind of one leg here, one leg there, with legs, yeah. Одной ногой там, другой здесь.
Да.
And sus chords they sounds like that. They sounds like a suspended feeling. So, for example, you can try this one. I think also it's better to have 5 sus also.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I will go and
136. 136 is good. You know, I think it's good to use. I'm not thinking in harmony in always in this context like scale degree of the chord, because the meaning is, for example, first scale degree and third scale degree. Yeah, it means that they have 2 notes. Общие, одинаковые, the same. They have the same 2 notes, and 1 note will be different. That means that the change of this chord will be very fluid, very soft, for example. And when you have 4 and then 5, for example, the subdominant on the 4th scale degree, and then the chord on the 5th scale degree, that means that there is no note connection.
Okay.
All notes will be different. I will show you now. Do you want?
Yes.
I can show this.
Yes, I get out of this screen and you can show me your screen.
Yeah, and maybe this kind of lesson will be useful for you today.
Sometimes I mean, at this moment I have like a week to do this, and I need to respond in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I can't share the screen. Sorry.
I need to become host. I need to make you host again. I see. Wait.
I see. I think you.
Yeah, strange, but yeah. Okay. Make host. Gone. Done. Change host.
Yeah, because now you. So, look. Do you hear me?
Da.
Yeah, and the keys.
Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second, please. Da, I hear the keys. I hear the keys.
Mm-hmm. So you are ready?
Give me 1 second.
No problem. Just say me. Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, just a second. I need this is an urgent message.
No
and I'm
problem
there.
now.
Все, я готов. Sorry, man. Just have a bit of a conflict there that I needed to attend. So I'm back here to you. What is in your mind right now? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking two things. First, I want you to show this principle of connection chords.
Yes.
That connection is more important than this Roman number, this scale degree.
Yes.
And the second thing is maybe if I write this kind of, if I need to solve this problem, for example, this character with these memories and such thing,
yes.
I think he feels like love
for his previous place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He loves his place.
I think that I think that he feels this very kindful feeling to his village, to his family, to his life. So he feels like a very loveful thing. One of the stamp, like the label
the
of this
main characteristics
is when you have this kind of chromatic motion, for example, in the key of minor. So it's this is the chromatic motion from the first scale degree downwards. For example, we can start it with the C major.
Okay.
C, C, B, B flat. A,
remember, it has to be very happy. It has to be very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I mean this kind of motion.
Yeah.
You can harmonize it different in the different way. This is just like, now this is the one voice only. In harmony you have three voices.
Of course.
I mean that one of these voices could be this kind of chromatic motion because he feels these things. The other two voices should grab harmony not in this kind of way, because тогда будет любовная история совсем. So, если бы я решал эту проблему, я бы попробовал так сделать, короче.
Хроматически.
Да, хроматический голос от первой ступени.
From the first scale degree.
From the first scale degree, it goes down chromatically, but each step can be the different harmony, and you can see how it can be само собой, как оно просто получается, and sometimes you can directly choose. Oh, now I want the different chord. So, like, let's see, C, E, G. This is the C major chord, right?
Да.
This is three, actually, this is three voices. So we have the lowest voice right now, the first scale degree, and it goes down a half step, right? And we actually have now another chord. We made only a melodic motion, C, B, only. But actually now we have E minor. This is a different chord. So, for example, in the bass, it should be C on the first chord and E on the second chord. So, in the bass, you underline the tonic of the chord. C major, E minor.
That's like a chord inversion, right? Like, I mean...
Yeah, this is a chord inversion.
It's a chord inversion.
Yeah, but why we learn chord inversions? Only for understanding after that, understanding the voice movements, the smooth voicing. For example, the most close thing you can do with any major chord is switch the lowest voice a half step down. The lowest, I mean the tonic voice. For example, I don't know, if you in a flat major, also you can do that. And maybe then you want to continue this motion, but with the different chord, I don't know. But you know, if you are listening to these voices, you really understand how harmony works, and you don't give a shit what the Roman number is, what scale degree. So, for example, for my students and for me, I always do so and learn this lesson. In the major chord, the most close voicing the most harmonic close voicing you have two voices. Tonic can go down a half step, like in C major, C to B, and this is E minor chord. Or you can go with the fifth scale degree a whole step up. This is A minor. So actually, this is a good thing to memorize, a good thing to remember always. What you can do with any major chord: tonic, half step down, or fifth, whole step up. That means that you have the most close chords to C major. What the most close chords to C major? Of course, E minor, A minor.
Yes, because they share two notes. They share two notes with it.
Yeah, they share two notes, and the change of the change is very smooth. We always hear this. For example, this is a tremolo, yeah? So maybe some parts of instruments can always do this EG, like the memory, like, you know? Always. Like that, for example. This is just an explanation that you can grab these voices and make them ostinato. Ostinato is a good thing to this picture, I think, also, because he's like in hypnosis. He's like.
Yes. You're right. Like, you're right.
So I think ostinato, tremolo, some voices very high like this, they will sound good enough. In this is the low, this is the high, верхний диапазон. In the middle, you have these chords, and they should be smooth voicing, very, very close. For example, this is G major. This is sus, for example. Maybe like that. For example, like that. So, and in the bass, you should underline the natural bass for any chord. So
I'm making notes here. I'm making notes as you speak.
Yeah, no problem. If you need to stop, tell me just.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
On the bass, you underline the tonic of each chord, you said?
Yeah. For example, this is C major, you put C. Then you see that this is E minor.
So you do
so
E.
You should put E. Yeah.
So you have as E. Sorry, I wanted to say E and I made a mistake. So you have like, you did this thing which is like you set yourself in a major chord, and then you move the tonic, for example, one step down, or the fifth one step up. I mean,
this is the first motion.
I understand that. I mean, you have to, and I know you understand what I'm about to say. But obviously, I don't write music like this. Like we both like just sit down and start jamming, and we find like some little jam that we like, and I'm just trying to, to understand what the hell am I doing. Like I feel irresponsible to be a person who is doing music and just kind of like cannot describe these things better. So. That's great. What I'm trying to say is like, it's not that I'm going to take these things as a formula. That's kind of what I'm trying to say, because there are no formulas in music.
You know,
Or?
I use this thing as a formula,
Okay,
because
cool.
for composition, if we learn, I learned it mostly from the sheets. When
Okay.
you're writing sheets, you really understand that the chord means three people, three voices.
Yes.
So you should write each voice. You should write good enough for the singer, because he understand that, oh, this is a melody, oh, this is a beautiful melody, I will sing this melody. The second voice also see that this is a beautiful melody, and the third also, but you wrote it so that together this is a beautiful chord progression, you know, and this is beautiful. But I couldn't understand this thing before I started to write music on the sheet, and understand, like, and singing every note of the chord, for example, G, A, B, F, F sharp, you know. So I'm trying to sing the
You
note
play and sing at the same time, right?
yeah, sing the note I choose to have the response of the real feeling of the chord. If I only play, that's like a half information only. If I sing some note, I understand the voice in this в этом хоре. Да?
Yeah.
И,
Yeah.
мы говорим трехголосье, да, трехголосье. Three voice movement. That's why for me this is a formula, that if I have any major chord, any major, for example F sharp major, I can go down a half step with a tonic,
Yep.
and I understand what the chord is. It's a B flat minor, and I can go with the fifth a whole step, and this is E flat minor.
Смотри, Андрюх, 2 минуты досталось, на всякий случай.
Yeah.
Да-да, на Zoom, на Zoom.
Пришлешь мне ссылку?
Ну, просто, чтобы мы через 2 минуты, типа, просто скоро ты продолжай 2 минуты, я тебе отправляю.
Okay, this is the major chord, the minor chord. You understand about major?
Well, what I understood
Half
right now, my attention is a little bit fragmented right now. I admit to you, doing my best to refocus, because I kind of like have a bit
No
of
problem.
personal problems, not
You
with my
always
wife
can
or
ask
something.
me a question.
No,
Yeah,
I have like
understand. You
personal
always
problems.
can.
Yeah, I have like problems in my life right now in terms of like money and finances, and so I have like a lot of clients writing me.
Man, me too. Me
Yeah,
too, really.
it's the end of the
Zero
summer, man. The
right
end of
now,
the summer is always the
zero.
worst,
Yeah.
because all the family wants to spend a lot of money in the summer, and then we have to pay for all of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. And both of my kids went to school, and I'm like zero.
Yeah. So
I
I'm a
have
little bit
nothing.
stressed. I am honest with you. But what I understood from the
Yeah,
major chord,
man.
excuse me, yeah, what I understood from the major chord is that, you know, I mean, what we were discussing about the tonic one step down, or the fifth one
And the
step
fifth,
up.
whole
But these
step
are
up,
these are
yeah.
vectors for further harmonization, right? Like, I mean,
For the first movement,
For
to
the first
find
movement.
the most close movement, to find this lake, you know, like помочить ножки.
ага, да, я понял, помочить
Сначала
ножки.
ножки. Да, вот чуть-чуть сначала.
Да.
We should do so. Send me the link, and we will discuss minor.
The link of what? Да, of the
The
Zoom.
link,
Sorry.
Zoom.
Gotcha. Давай.
Yeah.
Давай. Ciao. Make host. I made you host.
Yeah.
You can share screen already. Okay, so let me sort of like, because my attention is a bit fragmented, I just want to repeat with you what I have understood today of our conversation. I'm in a situation, we're talking about a particular situation, exploring major pentatonics would be a cool idea. So what am I going to do? I'm going to grab and open, I have these websites where I see things, like they show me like a lot of scales and stuff, and I'm going to see all the major pentatonic scales, and I'm going to start jamming, just like jamming, to grab, and by the way, are you there? Yep.
Yeah, Leo, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry.
No worries. And by the way, when I do that, I'm gonna share my screen with you 1 second. When I do that, I mean, basically, yeah, for me it's really cool if this lecture that we're doing today is just like a preparation for fixing this problem that I had with these guys, because it's really important to me. And then I guess that we will continue talking. Oh no, this is not where I wanted to be. We will continue talking in the next lecture, I guess. Well, just give me a second. Let me go to here to compositions. Hi, here, composing and arranging. Okay, this is where I am. So you see, whenever I'm going to grab all the pentatonic scales, and I'm going to do this. Whenever I do something now after our lectures, this is the notes, the place where I keep the notes of my lectures. I go and I make a screenshot of every scale, and I kind of like, just put it here so I can start getting more accustomed to things, and I hear them, like I play a little bit. This is B flat major, and so this was a case that I was doing something, whatever. And so, okay, one of the first things I'm going to do is to grab all the major pentatonics, and I'm going to start, well, I mean, I'm going to explore.
You're starting with the melody, but
yeah, you're right. I have to stop
me,
now. I have to stop now and continue listening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, for example, если бы я это делал, я бы начал с тремоло, балалайки, домры. I need to show the client this kind of картинку, правильную картинку.
Yes.
Because the first they listen first instruments, timbre, like the sound. So I show them this sound, like balalaika and maybe strings, maybe classical strings, no problem. After that, I want to find the beautiful harmony.
Yes.
Harmony that is not very complicated.
I mean, I'm putting you in the... Да, а ты его слушал? Это была ошибка.
Yeah, it's not complicated. It's not... it's pretty bright. So it's around the major tonic. It's bright. Maybe some suspended chords. Maybe this kind of motion, chromatic motion. I will show you now.
Da.
And only after that, I will try to find in this harmony, around this harmony, inside notes that I use in this harmony, I will try to find major pentatonic.
Okay, I see.
In this harmony, I will try to find this structure. Oh, I see. This is a major pentatonic from this scale. And then I will write melody according to this pentatonic, but I will use notes also according to the harmony, to the chord that is sounding right now.
Okay.
So, for example, if I have, I can't show you on the screen.
Yeah, let me give you. You can share screen, I think. You can just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I stopped sharing there. You can go. I made you already a host.
Mm-hmm.
And yet? Again?
No.
Go. Okay. Change host. Давай теперь ты.
So, for example, if you can see that major pentatonic looks like that, but it can be different chords. For example, it could be I grab only majors and different majors, E major, E, C major, and this kind, but all the notes I have You see, I can always use C major pentatonic, but my chords could be different. So I mean that after that I find a beautiful harmony, I will try to find a major pentatonic that that как подходит этим аккордам.
So you start by searching chords, and then you will see
a major first pentatonic. Of all chords, because this is an настроение, emotion is about chords, and melody is the клиент, да и слушатель. Он всегда слушает мелодию, но работает гармония. Вот в чем прикол просто.
Да.
Он всегда будет слушать, говорит, какая красивая мелодия.
Да. No, конечно, но мелодия это как, like a melody is like a grape, like, let me tell you what I mean, vinograd.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in order for a vinograd to be how tasty, you know, the soil has to be great.
That's why I want to grow this melody.
Yeah, exactly.
I need the instruments, then I need harmony, then I need a structure, for example, the major pentatonic, and only after that I need some rhythmic connections between notes. That means I build a melody. So look, I want to grow.
Now, when you said the structure,
when you are starting explaining your steps from the melody, I want to say that I won't do so. I will try to find harmony first.
Obviously.
And you can use your sheet блоки вот эти вот с аккордами.
Да.
Yeah, you can use them because all of them are good, and you shouldn't build a complicated harmony. It should be like that, like very useful and simple.
Okay, so you said something that led me to ask a question in my head. You said, I choose a pentatonic. I mean, you kind of start playing with chords, and then you find a progression that you like, or it's just more like
find the progression of the chords. Yeah, right.
And then you said something. Go ahead. Sorry. Excuse me.
I said that after I have, for example, I have 4 chords. Okay. For example, I have E major, C major, then I don't know, like that, B flat major. I have different chords. So this is not one tonality. It's a different things. But I see that I can use here. I can use E. Also, I can use A. But very short. But I can use it.
Da.
C. I can use these notes. What notes I can use here? Oh, I can use G and E. Oh, E, G, E, D, D, C, C. I see that I can use these notes when these chords are functioning, but together, this is a part of major pentatonic. Sorry. Лучше так. You see?
Yes.
But and it sounds absolutely different. This is contrasting things. Я специально показываю очень контрастно.
Yes.
То есть совсем другие. Но принцип, да, то есть у тебя есть аккорды, и ты можешь через них пропустить like a needle. You can use major pentatonic как ниточка. Ниточка — это мажорная пентатоника. И ты можешь ее пропустить через эту гармонию.
Окей, погоди. Типа, я тебя слушаю, но я не знаю, если я могу повторить это сам. Сейчас.
You can do that. Легко повторишь, потому что у тебя простая прогрессия будет. For example,
let me try
any major tonality have major pentatonic in this. For example, I can play any chords in C major. Any chords in C major, and this pentatonic will без проблем.
Will go. You mean that I can just like, yeah, I can.
Only pentatonic. I use only pentatonic notes in melody, but in chords I use all tonal chords of this tonality.
Okay, but wait. I just wanna kind of like make sure that I understand these steps. I think I'm understanding you perfectly, but I just wanna make sure. So I'm gonna share my screen 1 second from my side. Share screen. Que ladilla. Wait. Reclaim host, I guess. Like, you're the host now. No, it's so annoying. Like, only hosts can share screen. I see. Okay, so okay, let's say I just want to show you that I'm understanding what you're saying to see if I'm right or not. Okay, so okay, let's say that I'm just gonna do like a major. I'm playing with some C major chords, just like.
I don't hear anything actually.
You will hear it in a second. Yeah, just give me a second.
No
and
problem.
yeah, let me just send you Ableton here from Loopback and Loopback Ableton. That's I see why. Preferences, just a sec. Where are you? Zoom preferences. Fuck. Preferences. Where are you? Yeah, here. Audio and audio microphone should be this. Hey, you hear me, that? That okay. For example, I just played this chords myself right now. Like, you hear?
Да, ну не очень, но слышно, да, более-менее.
Сейчас будет лучше. Лучше так?
Не слышно.
Fuck.
I see.
Practically,
Yeah, like that.
almost that. So what you?
And E flat, E minor. Yeah.
Wait, this is so annoying. Wait a sec. And if I try this, hey, wait. Hey, you hear me there? Ты меня слышишь?
I hear you like in a grains как-то в гранулярное.
Все, okay, ладно. I will stop this. Okay, give me a second. Let me go back to how we were. There, check. And now you hear me. Yeah. Okay, you hear me okay? Или плохо?
Ну нормально.
Okay. И сейчас секундочку. Ну я последний раз пробую. Wait, where is this? Wait. And why? Okay, ладно. I really don't understand why, and I'm not going to fight it. Okay, all I'm trying to say is like if I find a chord progression, anything on the pentatonic scale that I play on top of that progression is gonna work, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the first scale degree, if you are in a major, and if you are in a minor, also from the first scale degree, but minor pentatonic.
All right, I get it. So start jamming around.
But you need major.
What do you mean by you need major? Yeah, in this case, because of the happiness of the song. So start playing with chords, and after you see which notes can go to those chords, you will understand pentatonic scale that can be laid on top of it, on top of those chords that you found. Am I right to see it like that?
Yeah, like that. But I hear you very bad.
Yeah, it's gonna get.
And I hear myself.
Yeah, so now it's back to how it was. It's good now.
Да.
Yeah, that's good.
Да.
Okay, so start playing with chords, and after that you can see which notes can go with those chords. You will understand which pentatonic structure can be put on top of those chords. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
How can you know from a chord which pentatonic scale works for it? Just by looking at the individual notes and looking at the pentatonic scales.
Sure. If right now I know that in this bar the A major chord is sound, yeah, A major chord sounds. That means that notes A, C sharp, E are useful absolutely.
Yeah.
So then, like in the sum, I will find it. You shouldn't. You won't use complicated harmony. Your harmony will be pretty simple. In simple harmony.
What is a complicated harmony? I mean, it's because
when you switch keys. when you switch keys, when you have not only 7 chords, but 7 notes, but different notes.
So I'm really asking you questions that are very obvious to me, and I kind of like understand that, but I want to like change the way I write music. That's why we're doing this together. You recommend me to write a song that is always in the key of C major or whatever, or in a key of Y.
Not C major.
Yeah, I get it. Yes.
In D major and A major maybe. In F good. F is good. 1 flat note.
Yeah. And never leave F. Kind of like in the whole composition.
Why?
No, I mean
leave it, for example.
No. I'm talking about always working in that scale.
Yeah. I think you shouldn't. You should do so because this is a village.
Correct.
I don't think that we should use complicated harmony. Maybe, but only maybe 1 chord. I don't know. But this is like a miracle. I don't want to program this thing. Maybe if I write this music, 1 chord will arise, and this chord will be not from my key, but only 1, and it will be not very far away from this key. Only 1. For example, when we are in a key of C, we can have only
but it's
this,
a transition.
Yeah, we have 1 B flat, no problem. Maybe like that, but mostly I will use this kind of subdominant tonic. 2.
I heard once, Andrei, I heard once in some video I saw like an advice, which is I want to know your opinion on it. It's advice like, if you cannot play your song in the piano like as a piano piece, I mean, it's like a good advice to try to make songs that can be played in the piano as a piano piece. Do you agree with this idea?
Yeah, it's a good advice. It's not the necessary thing, but really it's a good advice. The most you can play is better because it's like with the soul, with your feeling. But that's according to the 20th century pop music.
Yes, no,
and
obviously.
Also for traditional music, Western, Eastern music, for example. We are not talking about Mozart, and Bach, because this is the different thing, absolutely different thing. Чайковский не мог сыграть, что написал никогда.
Okay.
Стоит это помнить.
All right, so I feel like I kind of like wrecked your I mean that you maybe I asked like a lot of questions and everything became a bit too chaotic.
No problem. I have my guideline, but if you ask question, I answer, no problem.
Great. So
I understand your position, your situation.
Right now I'm a little bit desperate because I've been making like
I feel
tests.
that.
Yes, I am. I've been making tests for them for 3 weeks and I stopped everything I'm doing else, and it's just like totally.
Давай по-русски. Давай по-русски. Если бы я был в такой ситуации сейчас, в первую очередь я бы себя успокаивал тем, что эти ушлепки все равно слушают в первую очередь звук. То есть мне нужен подбор инструментов хороший.
Да.
Я бы подобрал классные инструменты. Вот домра, балалайки, что-то такое. Вот. Потом я знаю, что они после этого на самом деле они не понимают, но они слушают гармонию. Если я напишу гармонию, она будет работать для них, но они еще этого не поймут. Они будут продолжать слушать звук. Но я должен написать гармонию, это типа ghost thing. Like ghost part. Nobody knows about it.
No, типа, как земля, it's like the soil for the grape. Like, yeah.
Да. И после этого, полагаясь на эту гармонию, гармония простая, в тональности, 3 аккорда, 4 максимум, используя инструмент, вот в первую очередь, его особенности, его тембры. For example, ostinato on the top. I will use ostinato on the top. I will use this плавное голосоведение, smooth voicing.
Да.
for example, like that. Going down.
Going down in this case, wouldn't that take me to like a sad resolution, kind of like? Am I?
Yeah, when you are going down, it's like sitting down.
Yeah.
Я не думаю, что в этом участке нужно все время подниматься. Я думаю, что стоит какое-то время спускаться, потому что он такой, он типа застрял и до него доходит. То есть у него такое, да, воспоминание. И он возвращается в деревню. Это как вернуться к маме, это как на ручке, в люльку, это как в кроватку к бабушке. И я бы делал движение вниз, плавное, по гармонии. Что-то такое. Но в конце, может быть, наверх, потому что он должен вернуться, и у него озарение. Я бы делал в конце какой-то гармонический оборот, чтобы было та-та-та-та-тан, чтобы все-таки было наверх. Но в конце, когда он возвращается сюда.
Да.
Я бы так делал. А наверху можно вот это остинато постараться сохранять. Ну, что-нибудь такое там, это условно. Just around this.
Well, tell me something. You were telling me this idea of like a major chord, then move the tonic one step down, or major chord, move the fifth one step up. What next? I mean, that's a good way to start harmonizing something. Like, is there any other ideas that you can share with me there, apart from jamming with myself and improvising alone? Like...
Там дофига, это как бы вот, ну, мои занятия, это мои уроки, да. This is the first thing you can do with the chord, with the major chord. If you have minor chord, this is like a mirror.
Yes.
First tonic goes a whole step down, whole step, and fifth goes half step up, like different. In major, half step down tonic, in minor, whole step down tonic. In major, you go fifth whole step up, but in minor, you go half step up. This is the most tonal movement with a smooth voicing from the chord. That means that you use five notes. 3, you have this possibility. You have this possibility. So you have five notes. Only 2 you don't have. But also you can use them. Это отдельная тема.
And tell me something like, I mean, I want to understand well what do you mean by this. Like, if I play a chord and then I play. And then I grab, for example, I'm in the major case, and then I grab the tonic and I shifted one half a semitone down. Is this?
This is a different chord.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's exactly what I wanted to ask you. Now I'm going to start in B major, whatever. Like, well, no, in E. What was it? The chord that you told me that follows when I move that tonic? It's E minor, was it?
E minor, from the C major, E minor.
You move to the E minor. So that's your second chord of your chord progression. And what minor could be a third chord there?
You can find different ways. You can understand what note do you have in around this chord. For example, listen, you have 3 notes in the chord, right? Then you learn how to move one the tonic voice and the fifth voice. This is 5 notes. Then you have these thirds. You see, C, E, E, G.
They stay
actually
there.
The first actually this question was the first question I wanted you to ask before we start the lesson. How do you build chords on the keyboard? You build them with thirds, major third, minor third, right?
Okay. I mean, I cannot say that carry on. I'm following you.
Okay, you should understand how you build a major chord. You start from the note, then you build major third.
Yeah.
And
the fifth.
from this note you build minor third.
Okay. I get it. It's the third. You take the third as the tonic of a new chord, kind of.
For example,
it's a really weird way
anyway,
to see it.
you have major third and minor third. If you put minor third on the top, that means that you have major chord, because major is down in the root.
Okay.
Like in the fundament. If you do so, if you have minor third in the root and major third on the top, that means that you have a minor chord.
Yes.
So both major and minors, they consist of two thirds, major third and minor third. But in the major chord, you have major third, then minor.
Yes.
In minor, you have minor third, then major.
Wait a second, I want to write this
And
down. In the building of chords, there is the following pattern. When you build a major chord,
Right.
you will use a major third from the tonic. Can I say it like that?
Yeah, major third from the tonic.
And a minor third from the third.
Yeah. And the minor third from the third.
Third from the third. And in the case of a minor chord,
Minor.
I will have a minor third on the third from the tonic. Sorry,
From the tonic.
I will have a minor third from the tonic, and a major third from the third. Am I right?
Third. Yeah.
A major third. So it's inverted, basically. Then.
Yeah, it's basically like inverted. Yeah, you can see. This is E flat G. This is a major third.
Yes.
Actually, it sounds major.
Yes.
But if I use... Now this is a minor. When I use the tonic, my major third sounds like a minor chord, because this is a part of a minor chord.
Yes.
So this is one of the most important thing I learned from my teacher, and one of the most important thing I always say to anybody, to any course. In the third, you have one more note. You have major third on minor third. This means interval. But inside you have one note. По-русски проходящая.
Yeah.
For example, in major third, you always have note in the middle. You can see that D is in the middle.
Yeah.
Whole step to the E, whole step to the C, right?
Да.
In this major third, you also have note in the middle.
Okay.
And it sounds natural. If you don't do so, it sounds very not so natural. You see?
Да, my son came. I was just saying hi to him. Привет, Sirius. Да, I hear that it doesn't sound so natural, like, as
So
the minor chord.
So, when you have a chord, you always can find major third inside, and the note in the middle will be good. It can be put in the bass, on the top, in the chord. It can be used as a chord in the as a note of the next chord. C, E, da, da, do, re, 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 di, 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 mi, da, da. So you always look, where is major third? Oh, this is a major third. I see the middle проходящая.
Да.
Middle проходящая. In the E minor, in the C minor, this is средняя проходящая.
Okay, is this a resource for understanding what to do next in harmonization? Obviously, I mean.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
This is the resource of understanding actually music. You understand harmony with this resource. You understand how melody works. Actually, this is really a key. It's like brilliant. This is the most important thing I understand from my teacher.
If you would like summarize this key into a sentence, how would you say it? I mean, it would be like the note next to your third. It's a very useful resource for, or am I seeing it wrong?
Средние проходящие, мой учитель говорил, средние проходящие в больших терциях.
Ага.
То все.
So
большие терции всегда имеют среднюю проходящую.
Is the проходящая, you mean passing notes, or it's not passing notes?
Passing
right?
note, but not in the case of motion.
Yes.
In the case of structure.
Yeah.
This is different cases. For example,
I understand.
You understand.
Yeah, because
in
a passing note is a note outside of a scale, like.
For example, also in the graphic, this is. So D was the passing note because we are going from here to here. This is in the case of graphic motion.
Yes.
But we are talking in the case of structure. Any major third, you have middle passing note.
Yes. And so
it sounds natural, and that's why in the melody it will sound natural. If you use harmony with this new note, this harmony will sound natural, so it means like in the tonal context.
And what happens to me is that, do you hear my piano or not? You don't hear it. No, you
play
don't hear it.
A flat major. I heard A flat major.
Like what happens to me is like, I mean, when I try to work, imagine I landed in this chord and I liked it. If I don't think, I will write a lot of music. If I start thinking, I will get frozen. And
look, in this chord you have 3 notes. Also,
yes.
You know that this note G is good enough because this is the most of close voicing to another chord.
That's what you told me about flattening the tonic of a chord.
Yeah, then the 5th. So you have 5 notes. Now you see the major third and there is a B flat. So 6 notes you have. And you can find different chords with this.
Okay, look.
Different chords you can find with this because you have 6 notes.
This is a good way. We have like in the Zoom we have 6 minutes, and I know you need to leave at 6. So let's stop it when the Zoom ends. You see, you just did something rhythmically, which was like they're like da 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 da. You did something like that, kind of.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, where did this rhythm came from? Like, you see what I mean? Like, is it a distinctive thing? Is it coming from your soul, or do you have also like an idea, like some patterns of rhythm?
No, it comes from the soul because this is rhythm. But I'm learning rhythms. I'm learning conical rhythms a lot. So I'm always.
Is there a book that contains like a lot of rhythmical licks to study that you can think of?
A book, maybe.
Like, I mean,
maybe there is a book.
I don't know. No. If you know, or maybe a YouTube resource. It's like, hey, check out this rhythmic. I don't know, like motions. You know what's happening to me, Andrei, and that's why I'm so nervous. It's like, I develop myself as a person who can write very niche, specific music, and now. My world is asking me for music that is difficult for me to produce.
For different music.
For create. Like, and I am like naked. You see what I mean? Like, I'm just naked. I'm like,
I understand.
If you give me some rock piece or some electronic music piece, легко. But so it is easy for me.
Ритмы везде примерно одинаковые.
Sorry, just to finish. It is easy for me to copy things. Like, and then from the copy start fooling around and
You
fucking
understand
around.
what is going on.
I understand super well. I can hear something and I hear all the harmonies. I hear all the voices. I don't understand them, but I can put them in a paper and just, not in a paper, in a program, and just follow that. Great. And if I get little like things that I can imitate, you know, that is really helpful to me. Like for example, imagine like some rhythmical structures, whatever.
Но здесь тебе нужно вот так. У тебя же там тремоло.
Да.
Потом у тебя. Да, потом. И вернулось все.
Aha,
Все,
and
что
come
тебе
back.
нужно.
So
Yeah.
another thing that you're proposing me here.
Like that. You need only simple chords. The whole bar, one chord. And around one chord you always can find at least 6 notes you need. 3 you see with the chord, and plus 3 you understand, because we learned this note, a half step down the tonic, a whole step above the 5th, and inside major 3rd. So you have 6 notes to build a 3-note chord. Different. You can maybe you want to do so. Maybe this one, I don't know. Maybe this beautiful one. You see, any 3 notes.
What did you do there from the first movement?
I don't. I just grab 3 notes from this lake.
Okay.
I see this lake, and I grab some notes, and then motion. F go to E flat, then A flat goes to G, then C goes to B, then G and B goes to A.
You know one of the problems.
I'm playing with these roads.
You see
with the roads.
You see one of the problems that
I'm listening.
Yes. I can hear you.
No, I mean, I'm playing with these roads and listening what do I have. And only after that I will analyze if I need to find
one of the
bass,
things,
for example.
I think that in this conversation with you, I have identified one of the issues on the problems of the things that I'm writing. And I think it's a really cool thing to think about. You see, when I'm moving from one chord to another, because I don't know what I'm doing, and my instinct is telling me that everything has to move. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, sure. Поэтому всем студентам, я учу всех студентов воспринимать гармонию в контексте голосоведения. This is like a river. This is not like a brick. One brick, next brick, third brick.
Well, but you see,
No.
if you see it with the Roman numbers, it's like it's this. I'm
Yes,
saying something negative
yes.
about this. If you see this as Roman numbers, it's like one step, next step.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Но когда изучаешь гармонию с настоящим учителем, он всегда тебе начинает объяснять голосоведение, что до мажор, ми минор, это на самом деле до идет в си. Все.
Да.
Все. Ничего больше.
Yes. Okay, there is
Голосоведение, да. Это
there is
вот
less than a
ключ.
minute. It's gonna close the conversation. So, in a second.
I have 8 minutes. If you want, I can share the link for the last 8 minutes.
Ну давай, если хочешь, давай.
Окей?
Давай.
Давай.
Пока. Okay, I'm back to you.
Ага. Да.
And so one of the things I'm going to start thinking about when I'm writing now, it's kind of like, I mean, I'm going to start with this simple thing that you said of like, I'm in a major chord. Let's see what happens if I just move the tonic and the fifth.
Да. И у тебя там тремоло. У тебя уже красотульки вот эти все.
Да.
Вот эти. Уже красиво. Один голос двигаешь. Короче говоря, гармонию надо лепить, как из пластилина. Это не вот так вот, типа, раз аккорд, второй.
Ой, ушел. Hello. Ага, you're back.
Да.
Yeah.
Сломалось. То есть это не просто вот, типа, нажал аккорд, а потом ребут.
Да. Более-менее это как я думаю.
Ну так все мы, и я тоже так начинал. И более того, и я тоже буду так делать, это тоже метод. Это тоже нормально. Вот. Но когда понимаешь, что на самом деле у тебя кисть покрывает все 12 клавиш. Просто подумай об этом. Вот одна рука покрывает все 12 клавиш.
Да, потому что я просто могу двигать мой пальчик, верно? Ты что-то все имеешь в виду, что у меня все клавиши?
Я имею в виду, что, смотри, октава.
Да.
Октава — это одной рукой.
Да.
Правильно? Это значит, что вот у тебя под рукой все 12 клавиш сейчас.
Да.
Это значит все аккорды вообще.
Да.
Мажорные, минорные, обращения. Там вообще все аккорды, все 24 аккорда, 12 мажоров, 12 миноров, просто в обращениях. То есть вообще не надо никуда переходить. До мажор, до септ.
Aha, okay, wait. But you made a jump there. You were having as your root the do, and then you shifted.
Я просто начал отсюда.
Да, but then you shifted in a point to the.
Например, так. Неважно. Я имею в виду, что у меня все под пальцами. Я могу любые аккорды нажимать, не убирая руки. Рука всегда здесь. Рука всегда в одном месте. А это значит, что гармония — это не про прыжки, а это то, что я должен понимать. А что происходит с каждой нотой? Куда пошла нота? О, эта нота пошла сюда.
Да.
Ага, а это тогда сюда. Может быть, иногда сразу две пошли куда-то, а третья на месте.
Да.
А может быть, что все три перешли. Все, у тебя всегда три варианта. Либо две ноты на месте, одна движется, либо две какие-то ноты движутся, одна на месте, либо все три перемещаются. Это называется плавное соединение, среднее соединение и резкое соединение. И все. А дальше ты слушаешь, нравится тебе или нет. Поэтому вот такие штуки бывают. До, си бемоль, ля. Потому что на самом деле это просто голос. Хотя придет чувак и скажет: это до мажор, это до мейдж, это до доминант септ, это ля минор на басу до. То есть он будет каждую вот эту итерацию называть именем каким-то.
Да.
И я не буду спорить.
Конечно,
не буду с ним спорить. Это здорово. Но смысл в том, что и это все разные аккорды.
And these rhythmical movements that you just see, they come from context. I mean, they come from context. Это штамп. Ага.
Это просто такой, это штамп, это классическое,
да, я понял.
Классическое голосоведение в лирических жанрах.
Понял. That's what I mean, that it comes from your context. I mean, that for the music that you have heard.
Да.
Yeah.
Да.
Great. Okay, I think that I think also another thing that I have to do perhaps is to do a bit of a better research. I mean, to listen to more other music.
Ну, тоже, да, и полезно на инструменте играть, больше заниматься, да.
Just вот, jam on the instrument for a while. Okay.
Да, so. У меня есть упражнения специальные у меня есть серия упражнений на клавиатуре, то есть их играть надо, такие вот этюды на развитие вот этого вот голосоведения.
Окей.
Вот. Просто типа как джим. Раз в день подходишь к инструменту и чуть-чуть делаешь. Например, все вниз. Умеешь всегда вниз.
Это меня очень
всегда
интересует.
наверх.
Это упражнение я просто уважаю, что у нас есть 2 минуты, мы можем на следующий урок разговаривать об этом.
Хорошо.
Смотри,
Хорошо,
быстренько повторяю. Более-менее все, что я как обзор уроков.
А давай, может быть, я тебя повторю. Вот чтобы...
Go. У меня запись идет, и я пишу. Go.
Да. Короче, сделай так. Ты начинаешь с инструментов. У тебя тремоло, у тебя домры, балалаечки. У тебя вот должен быть фон такой, что уже деревня, уже русская народная, уже вот все вот так вот. Дальше ты берешь мажорный аккорд. И вокруг этого аккорда меняешь вот эти нотки чуть-чуть. Ищешь, куда бы все могло перейти. Вот как мы сейчас сделали. Какая нота, в какую сторону и насколько. Просто ищешь, куда их можно двигать, и таким образом находишь простую гармонию. 3-4 аккорда. 4-й может быть как первый.
Ага, 4-й. Я написал 3-й. Окей, 4-й.
Да, 4-й как первый, да. 4-й как первый. Потом, например, ты добавляешь остената наверху. Находишь ноты, которые всегда практически на месте в этих аккордах. Вот смотришь и такой... Блин, вот эта нота во всех аккордах получается на месте. Ну-ка я ее в остената закину наверх. Пусть он там всегда пиликает эту ноту. Может быть, там есть интервальчик. Может быть, в этом интервальчике одна нотка, ну хотя бы один раз двигается. Ну пусть так. Такое. Остената с небольшим движением. После этого ищешь мелодию. Мажорная гамма, мажорная пентатоника, отдельный какой-нибудь инструмент. Может быть, какой-нибудь гудок, там какая-то флейта древнерусская, что-то такое я бы выбрал. Кларнет, может быть. Ну, что-то такое, похожее на древний инструмент, такой простой, пастушечий какой-то, такая дудочка какая-нибудь. Вот. И на этой дудочке в мажорной пентатонике наигрываешь более ритмичную мелодию, вот, но так, чтобы вот на гармонию она походила.
Мелодия начинается на тоника или не важно?
Не обязательно. Не обязательно. Главное, найди звуки пентатоники, вот, и начинай экспериментировать. Можешь начинать с тоники. Почему нет?
Я понимаю, что тебе нужно уехать. Один последний вопрос.
Да.
Какие-то обычные ошибок? Типа... Ну, я думаю, что, наверное, это будет больше времени. Давай, я тебя опускаю. Слушай, хотел спросить тебя, давай эта неделя добавляем другой момент, место. Типа, я пойду, пишу мою песню, когда я готов, я тебя наберу, типа, братан, типа, я хочу, что мы анализируем эту песню, до я отправляю режиссер. Понимаешь?
Ага. Ты можешь мне просто присылать демки, я тебе буду отвечать, послушаю их.
Я понял, я просто хочу тоже платить за это работать. Понимаешь, что я имею в виду, чтобы будет... Понимай, как ты думаешь, это лучше сделать, но я хочу, что это не делал. У вас есть сегодня же контакт, и другой контакт для анализирует эту песню, как ты хочешь это сделать, я адаптируюсь, окей?
Хорошо, давай попробуем. Я тебе напишу тогда вечером.
Да, ты думай, как ты хочешь это сделать, и я сделаю, как ты хочешь. Просто для меня важно это, что я хочу платить за оба момента. Сегодня же урок и это анализ. Понимаешь?
Хорошо.
Okay?
Хорошо, давай.
Окей, слушай, думай о следующем пункте. Антон тоже хочет, наверное, Антон Верендякин. Антон из ММС. Reception.
Да.
Он,
я
наверное,
не знал его фамилию.
Да, ничего. Он, наверное, тоже хочет с нами быть в это уроков. Наверное, мы можем платить тебе чуть-чуть больше деньги, и будет 2 человека. Это плохо для тебя?
Да.
Или...
Нет, нормально.
Нормально?
Нормально.
Окей.
Да.
На данный момент я на это услуги 2000 рублей, потому что у меня есть такой сложности деньги. Когда я могу, я тебе начну платить 3000 рублей, я тебе обещаю.
Да, две тоже норм, потому что сейчас прям плохо все.
Да, я думаю, что Антон, он может платить типа 1000 рублей за урок, типа, поэтому, если будет другой человек. А?
Ну, мы решим это все.
Я имею в виду, типа, либо сейчас... 3, либо 4, типа того будет.
Да, Да,
Окей?
хорошо.
Ты потом думай об
Хорошо.
этом и думай, как удобнее для тебя. Но Антон, когда я ему сказал, он меня сказал, что очень интересует. Давай, я знаю, что ты бегаешь. Спасибо,
Хорошо.
Антон. Давай.
Да, мне в ММС как раз.
Да-да-да, go,